Alright, welcome back to another episode of Art Time, where today we are going to be working on the 8th episode of Nova Guardians. I already got a huge head start, but that's fine. It's going to bring us down to one episode, hopefully. And so if you enjoyed today's episode, please leave a like and subscribe for more. Alright, so this episode, I guess, is bringing in the last commander of the for the group here, and yeah, that's pretty much all there is to that. That's the path. I probably should get an actual dirt-looking color here for this area, but yeah, this is the 8th episode. I am not sure what else to say about that. I have an idea on how I want to make the episode play out, but for now, I'm just going to focus on getting this done with, and getting it to the next part tomorrow, or I guess in this case, earlier today, where I get this posted. Because obviously I'm posting this on a Sunday. Ugh. So yeah, that's what we're going to do. I am tired, groggy, whatever the word is. So it might be a little bit more chill. I don't really have much to talk about right here. All I can really say is that we're drawing. So a month of March has passed, and I didn't say this is the last episode, but we are currently on essentially the final month for this limitation period. Which means that we're going to be starting up the new limitation period quite soon. Oh, wait a minute. I forgot. I already have a swatch for this stuff here. I should grab that so I can save that to this. Where is it? There it is. Okay. I'll just grab these colors again. It's no big deal. I'll just grab the colors again, and then I'll move some things around or something. There we go. Okay, good, great. Glad I remembered that. That would have been annoying if I had forgotten. So, the next limitation period will be starting up quite soon. Not soon enough, though, but quite soon. And I do have a little bit more time this week to get stuff done with. So I gotta make sure that I use these time that I have properly and without screwing around. So what I'm probably gonna do after this maybe is draw the next episode of Luna v Titan. I'm doing this on the day I should be doing Game Crafters, but I'll do it later tonight. Well, technically after this episode. After this is posted. After everything here is set up and ready to go. Because, obviously, this is coming out on a Sunday. Late Sunday? Probably. But yes, this is indeed coming out on a Sunday. Hopefully. Hopefully on a Sunday. And not like late Monday, but, well, it might be late Monday. There isn't really much that you can do in order to, write up a little over 55 kilobytes of text for this particular series. And that's fine. That's fine. It's kind of expected for something that takes so much writing to take a lot of time. I mean, if you've seen it, if you've looked at the episodes, then you know what I'm talking about. You know how long it takes to get an episode of Nova Guardians written up. I have to do it when I have more than enough time to do it. I'm doing this one early too. This episode is being done with way earlier than I originally do these kinds of episodes. Because Nova Guardians take so damn long. I usually get closer towards the end of the month. And it's primarily so I can have, like, more than enough time. Originally, the idea was to have this done before today, because, you know, I had a vacation week, but I didn't use it properly, so in the end, I just ended up with... Oh, I forgot this rock. That's fine. In the end, I ended up with not a lot of time, but now I've got some time to make that up now, thanks to this. So that's good. That's great. I can go on ahead and get this written up and done with, and get a few other things finished. I have Monday, all of that free. It's good. It's great. I got a 3-day weekend and a 4-day weekend. It's really, really good. I could use this opportunity to get all of this done with. At the very least, try to get all of it done with. I mean, I still got a lot to do. Luna v Titan. I'll give you a heads up as to what that one's going to consist of. But there's that. Adventurous Army. Most likely Space Abyss. A lot of stuff, really. So yeah, I'd say I'm pretty happy with the outcome that we have right here. And I just gotta make sure not to waste it. I did want to play a little bit of Resident Evil 4 Remake. Don't have that yet, but I can get it. But I should wait. I should wait until I can at the very least give myself a big enough head start for my creations. That's the issue. I want to play more games, yes. Minecraft, Terraria, Sonic Adventures 2, and Played Up are good, but I want to play some more games on my own. Can't exactly really do that anymore with all the stuff that I have to create, which is fine. I'd hope one day that I don't have to worry about this day job and I can do stuff like make money off of my games or my own creations. And in terms of doing so, give myself more time to do whatever I want. I'll even use that time to draw if I wanted to. But yeah, that's something that I am at least trying to strive for at some point. So, with that wholesomeness out of the way, I'm not going to fully go all out on telling you what's going to occur in this episode of Luna v Titan, but that's fine, because it's not something you're going to see. Also, why the hell is ground 1B all the way up here? It should be closer to down here. Here we go. So, Luna v Titan, if you don't remember, from the previous episodes that we have done of Art Time, one consisting of this badass drawing of Luna bringing Ymir back to life, because, you know, I have a theory that the souls of prior Titan owners, spoilers for Attack on Titan, the souls of the prior Titan owners, right over here, the current Jaw Titan, well, spoilers, previous Jaw Titan owner, had to consume Ymir to get this power, but that's apparently fine in her book, which is not good, because she left poor little Historia alone without her tall waifu. So then we went on ahead and let Luna bring her back to life so that Historia has, like, you know, Ymir back, and then eventually, because the series is uncertain right now, they got married. There we go. Still not sure about Historia's eyes, but it's like weird at first, and then the longer you look at it, it's like, oh, okay, I see, I get it now. It's still like, I don't know, something about the eye. I probably should have tried to shrunk a little bit more, and it was bigger. You remember? So yeah, that continues off of that, and the wholesomeness is over as Luna brings the lewdness, which is fine, because it seems that Historia is into that kind of stuff and likes to tease Ymir with it. If you've read the story of the surprise reunion, it's actually pretty cute and wholesome. Basically just seeing two girlfriends, or in this case, two wives, just having fun. I'm sure there's some people out there, some men out there, who are, like, not liking that. Whether it be because they're incels, or because, you know, they're like, that's what you can get with women now. There goes my chances. Like, seriously, come on, guys. If your thought process was that, your chances was already next to none. I know my chances are very low, and that's primarily because I'm not a sociable person. Although I have been doing better with that as of recent, so that's good. But I don't think I'm gonna ever get to a point where I can actually get into a full-on relationship, and that's fine. I've got my projects. I'm pretty content with what I'm creating. Still pretty envious of, you know, some people doing, like, certain things. Like, man, I wish I could do more sexual stuff. Not, like, you know, actual go-on, full-on relate. I mean, I guess you probably could if you... Oh, well, no, that's illegal. But then again, what if you... What if you did the Family Guy route and make, like, a porn video? Or in this case, a fetish video. Because I'm not exactly one who... is too, like, hell-bent on going for sex. I'm more so someone going for fetishes and kinks. You've seen all that I've drawn on Deviantart, and you already know what I'm interested in and what I would like to, like, have happen to me. Especially with Luna. That would be a hell of a lot of fun. Considering the fact that Luna has gotten to a particular sensation that humanity can't even reach. Imagine how that would feel. Whew. But yeah, my point still stands. I'm content with where I'm at. Before in the past, I was, like, pretty upset that I, you know, never really got any attention or attraction towards that. But now, well, I found my purpose. I'm pretty happy with what I'm doing. I'm creating series. Look at me right here. Episode 8, or easier to show off Episode 8 of Nova Guardians. Granted, sure, we're not making a whole lot of progress on it, but still, my point still stands. I'm making a series. A web series. It's not an anime, even though it's in the style of an anime, but I would hope one day I could reach to that point. I feel like right now my goal is just get out of this job and pursue this kind of stuff for a living. That's what I want to try to work towards right now. But still, we came to hear from the incels who were so hell-bent on blaming women for their own shortcomings. And that was all because of, you know, seeing Ymir and Historia getting together in a cute little wedding. And now we're going to get to see them experiencing Luna's little treatment. I mean, which it makes sense. Luna brought Ymir back to life. That kind of deed requires the utmost highest of pay. And you don't need to worry about money. No, trust me on that. You just need to have... Well, I guess it doesn't exactly matter, because Luna did go after Gladys once. You know, that psycho robot. I was going to say chick, but technically she's neither chick nor human. So, yeah. It's gonna be cute, though. Wholesome cute. I mean, there's Luna, but there's also gonna be just Historia trying to be all cutesy with Ymir and also playing along. It's gonna be adorable. I like this timeline better. That's what's so fun about being able to create your own alternate timelines of certain universes. You hate what happened in a series, your favorite character died out in either a cheap way or a stupid way. Don't worry, you can create a timeline where that never happened. And that's what I did. That's what I did with My Hero Academia, and I'm going to keep doing it there. And that's what I'm doing with Luna v Titan. Giving them the better life that they deserve. 'Cause fuck the Marleys. Fuck them all. They don't deserve forgiveness. Although I definitely do have a plan for those douche nozzles. That won't be like until 2,000 years into the future. I do have something in mind for that universe even after, Luna has done her thing and has left. I don't want to, spoil it too much, but let's just say it basically is futuristic Attack on Titan. That's all I'm going to say about that. It's going to be weird, too, creating this. My hope here is that doesn't, piss off any of the creators, and they're like, oh, that's actually interesting. And instead of sending a cease and desist, they're like, we want to be able to animate this. And then we get... that's the thing to take into consideration here. I don't know how exactly it's going to work, because this alternate timeline is where this particular universe takes place, because I don't know how the series ends yet. We're still waiting for the dub to be released and then released on Toonami. So there's still time left for, I guess that's... Ooh, that's the wrong one. I guess it depends. I have a plan for this alternate timeline. I just don't want to say too much on it just yet. Not just yet. Soon enough, you will know what I have planned. But for now, all I'm going to say is it's going to be cool. It's going to be epic. Luna's just going to prove that she is the best. And whatever she says goes. None of these Nancy-Pansy cheap, sad deaths. No, man. Luna will be there to prove that her timeline is the far superior one. And it's fine if, nothing too tragic occurs. Because the end goal here is to basically just, oh, oops, I don't have Bush saved, hold on. The end goal here is to basically just have Luna kind of just go into universe and give everybody their happy ending. The original still remains as is. But it doesn't mean the happy ending is going to lead to an uninteresting instance in the series. I do have some plans in My Luna Academia that's going to be very interesting. So it's not all going to just be Luna saving everybody. It is going to be that, but it's also going to be some badass moments showing how powerful Luna can be. Think about it. You have the ability to essentially create holographic clones of yourself spread throughout multiple universes. In terms of being able to essentially just be in every place all at once, everywhere and every way and whatever, however the hell that thing, I don't know the movie, I don't care. I don't really know the best way to remember that, but it's fine. In terms of being able to be anywhere she wants to be, and also essentially being untouchable but can still touch everybody, there is no easy way you can beat her. No easy way at all. Luna's essentially a powerhouse. Now, if anybody wants to, do any drawings with Luna, we can definitely go about the story saying that, Luna's playing along with the character. And then Luna's just going to turn back and be like, now it's my turn. And then the character goes and do the thing with Luna. Talking about mature stuff, mostly, not the quote-unquote safe for work. If you remember that episode, I don't remember what album it was, but it definitely felt like it was a while ago. 51, was it? Was it 51? No. No, it wasn't. It was 49? Wait, huh? Yeah, there's major healing for a price. Yeah. Prime example is Luna putting All Might back into his prime. Look at this. There goes that wound. Don't you worry. I'm going to keep all of you safe. Well, Luna's going to keep all of you safe. And Kane Raicheniko's going to kill anybody who I send his way. Was it he? No, that's a different one. Where the fuck was it? Oh, yeah. Remember this one? Remember this episode? Cool, right? Crossovers. I still don't know what the hell's going on here. Black Clover has not continued yet for us to know what the hell's going on there. Was it not this area? Oh, wait. Moves of Revenge is there. Wait, seriously? Interesting. Where's New Year's Cat? Oh, interesting. I've forgotten about that. Wait, no. Hold on. Where is it? Is it not here? Oh, wait, of course it wouldn't be here. Well, regardless, I know this is the first drawing of this album. You can't see it, but apparently we're about to do 3 1/3 of an album. Interesting. Huh. Very interesting. My god, where the fuck is it? It's really album 2. Or 52. Huh. Interesting. I got so many albums, it's so hard to keep track of it. But here's another wholesome moment. Luna bringing Fade into this universe so that she can hang out with the girls. Fade and the girls getting ready to listen to some music. See, look how adorable Fade is. Originally, Fade was the first android. Luna was made primarily so that Fade could stay a little bit more innocent in, terms of mature drawings. If I remember correctly, I have 3 mature drawings of Fade. The third one was Luna's introduction. I can't show you them, obviously, because YouTube would not allow for that, or at least I don't think they would. But yeah, Fade was the first android that I've ever made here, in this particular universe. Okay, I'm being frantic with how these plants are made, but it's fine. It's fine. But yeah, as I was saying, Fade was the first android. Originally, it was all Fade's universe, not Luna's universe. But now I keep referring to it as Luna's universe. Which, technically speaking, Luna has way more drawings than Fade does. That's primarily because Luna's out there doing a lot of mature stuff. Yep, Fade, such an adorable creation of mine. And I don't really draw her as much as I want to. Still, though, whoops, didn't want to do that yet. X, there we go. Fade is the first one of that universe, and if it wasn't for her, Luna wouldn't be here. So I'd say, it's good to have a little bit of Fade showing every now and again. And alongside that, basically, Fade's a good indicator to show that while Luna does have, her weird little fetish video thingies, because if you remember the story there, they're all talking about that. If you remember that one, despite that, Luna does still have a heart of gold. It's just that her heart of gold is also meddled with lust and, ego, I guess. Technically speaking, if you can't be touched by anybody, and if you can basically just come out of any situation without any issues whatsoever, you can pretty much kind of just, have the biggest ego in the world, and nobody would be able to stop you. Not saying that's a bad thing. For Luna, at least. Because at least with Luna, she's going to try to at least do the right thing. Just, she has her own intentions that kind of does muddle the goodness of what she does. I guess that's primarily the main reason why Luna always wins. Outside of that. But also because of the fact that she's essentially a joke villainess. If she wins, the heroes just get mildly inconvenienced and have to deal with the most strangest sensation that they will ever have done face. If other villains win, they're dead. Or completely maimed or injured or enslaved or whatever is the case. Luna winning isn't the end of the world for that person. Any other villains winning, it probably is the end of the world. So yeah, not gonna lie, I'm pretty happy with Luna's creation. Never did I think that Luna would get to this particular point in the whole creation instance when I first made her. Oh, same thing applies to the older drawings that I've done long ago. Never did I think that the elementals that I drew from long ago would ever be a thing in their own universe. We haven't come across an elemental yet in Elementals Reborn, but we will. It's not going to be like too full, though, however. I mean, yeah, technically speaking. I don't think the main focus should fully be on the elementals just yet. Because the elementals, I think, kind of need to serve like a good end story purpose, and we've only just started it. So having some showings of the elementals work perfectly. And that's an interesting thing about the elementals. I don't know where exactly they place in the what do you call it? In the main creatures list. Because they don't whoops, that's not what I want. I want to call this trees. Because they're not exactly what's the word? They're not mammal. Even though they take a humanoid shape. They're not golems, despite the fact that they have, like, they're made out of magic. Yeah, they're literally made out of just the magic that they are made out of, obviously. They're not wyverns, obviously. They're not leviathans. Another, obviously. So far, we don't really know much about the elementals. And I want to keep it like that for now. Because the elementals are meant to be a mystery. They could be anything, really. But nobody really knows. And that's why several people in the Elementals Reborn universe are trying to solve the Elementals Rebirth. Which I guess, technically speaking, because the name of the series is Elementals Reborn, it makes sense that the Elementals do serve a higher storytelling purpose. It's just, we can't get to that yet. That's going to be later in the play. Later in the play. I was going to say plot, but later in the play. I guess it would have been the same regardless. Alright, I'm going to hide these for now so I don't get contrused. God, my goddamn English today is freaked. So yeah, just know that the elementals do serve a importance in the story plot. Just, we don't know what it is yet. I don't even know what it is just yet, fully. I can only really come up with speculations right now for what I might want to have. But it's fine. It's fine. They do have an importance. And I could be lying to you. I might already know. But, you know, it's good to keep things kind of like a mystery. Does he know? Is he about to accidentally spoil some spoilers? Drop some spoilers for his own series? But I don't know. But is that a trick? Is whatever he's saying going to be the truth? See, you keep them guessing, they'll just keep trying to figure out what the hell the truth is. They will never be none the wiser. It might have been a double recursion, or whatever the hell it is. Redundancy. Might be the word I'm looking for. Oh wait, right, I was going to put bushes there. That's fine, I'll get the bushes in after I'm done with this. Oh yeah, if you remember, you probably, because that episode didn't get as many views as I liked or hoped it would get. I could check how many views it has currently. You know, we got a single notification. Thank you, FeedFan555, for favoriting R20 Tiger. Or adding the R20 Tiger to your favorites. See, even people following me for just fetish-based stuff are still favoriting the Safe for Work stuff. So the Safe for Work stuff's still doing good. Hell, the R20 Tiger, you know, the last episode's drawing, got 1.2k at the moment. At this time of recording it. It might have more. But anyways, yeah, Nova Guardian's 7th episode only has 1.8, which is weird, because I figured it would get more because of Sorrow over here. Like, seriously. No idea. That was just the curse of obscurity trying to take over again. Although that is not entirely the case because the most recent episode of Elementals Reborn has 3.9k, close to 4k, which is not as good because episode 5 has 7.7k views. So, yeah, it's slow going, but it is what it is. I'll just keep creating, and maybe one day something will occur where we get even more views. Highly unlikely, but we'll see what occurs. Let's try to keep some optimism in here, folks, if at all possible. Oops, that's fine. Do what Luna does. And make your goals succeed or something. I mean, so far she's been doing pretty good. Brought Ymir back to life. Gave Historia her happy ending. And she's soon going to help assist the Eldians in their final bout. Well, not yet, actually. That's not until Season 3. Well, no, it is still Season 2. She helps them in their mid-bout and then their final bout. And then that's where the end of the series comes into play. I've got Luna on standby in case something stupid occurs. That's why I haven't really planned out anything for 3 yet, because obviously, first of all, it's the last episode isn't even out yet. Or it is out, but I don't want to get spoiled by it fully. And, of course, well, I'm still going to be pissed if something stupid happens, but that's why I got Luna. That's why I've got Luna here. Would you consider it cope? Well, all I'm doing is just creating an alternate timeline where a happy ending occurs. I'd say I did what I needed to do. What are you doing? Accepting what occurs instead of changing it in another universe? It's a work of fiction. Unlike reality, that can be changed. That can be manipulated however you want to manipulate it. If you accept what occurs and don't attempt to do at least something to right the wrongs that occurs in certain realities, then what are you doing? Oh, wait a minute. Do I already have that there? It's hard to tell because all this is already shaded in. But yeah, my point still stands. I will do what I want and change the realities of certain universes. What the hell? Uh-oh. Okay, it's fine. It's fine. The freaking program just lagged out for some reason. So yeah, that's what I've got planned. Technically, I mean, you know, with the third, I was going to say we already got a third one in. I think I already said this once before, but I'll say it again. Luna went on ahead and also saved Neferpito in, you know, the most recent episode of Pito's Fetish. So, in other words, you know, Luna's already, that's not what I want. Luna's already kind of, you know, done stuff in that universe. You know what Luna's like. And, oh. And then we got this adorable drawing of Pito. Where is it? C, it's C. This adorable drawing of Pito. I even replaced Noelle with them on my phone. Because they're so damn adorable. I don't know why, just something about Pito in casual outfit right here. Trying to act like a human. Despite the fact that they got a tail coming out of their back pants. Don't know how that's working. Yep. All in all, something wholesome and adorable came out of a series of maturity. That's the funny thing about these alternate timelines. I'm making some adorable drawings that come out of it too. People who like look at it are getting like complete tonal whiplash. They're probably just sitting there like, the hell you making safe for work drawings? I thought you only make not safe for work drawings. All of this is so goddamn strange. I like this, but I don't like where it came from. And why is that? If the characters are over age, then what does it matter? It's like with Luna V, Luna V Titan, but also with My Luna Academia. All that's consisting of Luna going after the pro heroes, the adults. Any wholesome moments we have is with, the UA students. With Fade hanging out with the 6 girls of Class 1A. At the end of the day, I can create whatever the hell I want, and you guys are here along for the ride. It's funny, because long ago, back when I was in, the album 20s, I accepted a lot of requests. I got all the requests done, too. But then I realized something. I can't just accept requests like I did. Because, I'm at a point now where I basically have, all my drawings planned out for almost every limitation period. I'm going to say that right now. I don't know everything exactly down to the T. But I have an idea. And I could tell you some of those ideas. But, my point stands. I have, kind of just gotten into the swing of my own groove. Oh, right, there's a rock there. That's fine, I'll put the rock in after I get this. Oh shit, it's the rock. So, yeah, as I was saying, I've kind of found my own groove. I don't take commissions, I don't take requests. I probably should at least do some, art collabs or art trades, but I don't know exactly. Technically I have done some of other people's OCs, but there's more that oh, that's their claw, right? I was trying to figure out what the hell this came from. But there's more that I have to do. I gotta figure out. What was I saying? What was I talking about again? Something about something. Anyways, I could probably do some art collabs in the future, but I don't know how exactly that works. We don't know what art collabs are like. I've always kind of just done my own thing and haven't really done any socialization outside of what I could do with socialization. For someone like me who is an introvert, I'm kind of fine being alone for the most part. Doesn't mean I can't really socialize, it's just I don't really go out of my way to do so. How does that look? Oh no, that's just the dirt. That's what I'm looking at, right? So anyways, yeah. Oh wait, hold on. Let me get this part done first. Oops, don't want to move that. Oh, well that sucks. It's fine, it's fine. Fuck. Well, most of this is fine, most of this is not fine. Anyways. What was I talking about again? Oh yeah. The fact that I've kind of just found my groove and haven't really, accepted any requests in, ages. I would say I have a plethora of drawing ideas. Technically speaking. I mean, I already got, another series planned out for Macabre and Horror. 2 series, actually. When I wasn't entirely too sure of what I wanted to do for mature Macabre and Horror drawings, I somehow came out on top with that long lady. You know, that lady with the long everything that went after Kami. We did the same thing with Hayate and Matsuyo. Now we've got another series in the works that's coming out in May. You guys won't see it because it's all mature. Obviously, you wouldn't be able to see that because I don't think I could. First of all, Art Time usually always has the thumbnail be the drawing that I worked on. Wait a minute. Oh, right, you're the C that I'm looking for, so I'm on D. So right off the bat, I immediately wouldn't be able to have art time videos of mature drawings. Nor would I think that would even work in the first place. Because, well, how many people are going to want to watch that stuff? Well, actually, isn't it... Hold on a second, I'm going to look something up real quick. Isn't there somebody that does mature drawings? I'm going to go to here real quick. And post YouTube. Is that it? Is that YouTube? No. No, that's something else. Somebody did. But I don't remember who. I think they did do it, but they're not posting it. Whatever. So yeah, there are some people that do that. But I'm keeping this at least somewhat safe for work. I say as I have an episode of Kane Raitenengu punching out All for One's heart, who got beaten and bloodied by a man who's not even from that universe. And I could say it is going to somehow still work out in the end, because this mofo just somehow manages, spoilers of course, but this mofo somehow manages to come back, but inside of Shigaraki's body. So even if he's dead in this alternate timeline, I can still do some freaking timeline fixtures of what occurs here. Although so much of it's going to change too. I've already stated that I'm going to have Kane Raitenengu murder the ever-living shit out of Dabi, Makia, and Compress. That's a lot of characters dead right there. Thankfully, though, Shigaraki's probably going to fall back on getting, well, All for One Shigaraki is probably going to fall back on releasing the prisoners. That's where I have something unique in mind for whatever probably Season 5 is going to be. Most likely. Don't you worry. Oh, wait a minute. Hold on. I gotta go down to here real quick. So somehow everything's gonna work out in the end. And somehow some events are going to somehow collapse and fall back onto themselves, despite how badly the timeline is gonna get fucked up. And most of it's not even Luna's fault. No, Kane Raitenengu's coming in and doing it. It's my fault, really. But then again, the freaking series is coming dark as hell, and this series really does like killing off hot older women. Why is that? Why the fuck do these... Okay, well, I don't have too many examples of this, but if somebody said it on Reddit, and I have to imagine, well, if they said it, there has to be some truth to it. Why do shonen animes like killing off older people? Why is that? Why do you have to kill off older people? Well, I guess it's fine, because I have Luna who will right the wrongs that you are performing right here in this endeavor. In this endeavor of mine to give these characters a happy ending that they freaking deserve. So annoying. Well, I think y'all understand my complete, total rage towards some of these moments that occurs. Spoilers for, I guess, episode 21. I don't think they killed the character off. Let me just make sure I'm right in saying this is episode 21. Yep, episode 21. So, yeah, spoilers, season 6, episode 21. Freaking kill off purple-haired lady, or at least blow her up. She might not be dead. Who knows? Honestly, I kind of feel like there's just no other way it's going to occur. How is it going to happen in this timeline? It's going to happen, and Luna's going to be there to save her. And you know what's going to happen when Luna saves her. Wink, wink, nudge, nudge, flirtatious eyebrow raise. If you remember that reference, I say it multiple times. So yeah, I feel like that's a good thing to have. Somehow the adventure's still going to lead up to that, but with some massive differences. That is not where I want to go. I don't know how that's going to work exactly. Because keep in mind, Machia's going to fucking die before he does anything. Before he even gets to the city. Because I want Cain Rantanengu to turn him into an Evangelion freaking backdrop in the background. With his arms coming out of his chest because Cain Rantanengu grabbed his arm, somehow rips it out, and then shoves it in his chest. But mine, Cain Rantanengu has powers presumed to be created by the mysterious entity himself. Or itself, I should say, because technically it's not even a being of, human nature. Or maybe it is. Maybe it's a product of our own bloodlust and murderous intentions. Those who are actually murderous and those who are creating things that have bloodlust and murderous intent. I.e. this creature over here. I don't know why. Well, maybe it's territorial. They're in this area, and this thing is actually big. Maybe not this big, but it is huge. It's an S rank, by the way. So yeah, it makes sense that Cain Rantanengu has the powers to essentially annihilate anyone he wants to. And the more he kills, the more universes are unlocked to him. And the more universes he goes to, the more power he gets. Because that's his curse. Every universe that he has been in, all the power he gets is equal to the universe's electricity. So all the electricity inside of that universe gives him that amount of power. And it's permanent. It doesn't go away. It's not temporary. He just keeps getting stronger. He could potentially get strong enough to kill Ultra Instinct, Shaggy, Goku, and Waluigi, and Shrek, all of the meme characters. Because, at the end of the day, Cain Rantanengu is my rage and my fury. Albeit, there's no reason for him to go after Ultra Instinct Shaggy, because I am not angry at him, and he's funny. It's a funny meme. So, honestly, I don't think that would occur. That fight would never occur. If it did, our universes would end. But, yeah. Point still stands. Cain Rantanengu is meant to be my rage. Dispersed across these universes towards those who have killed off the characters that I like. I spare no expense. It's just pretty coincidental that I ended up doing Deus Ex Machina All for One first instead of anything else. I think first it was going to be Nergigante, that elder dragon from Monster Hunter World, because that was fucking annoying to kill. I don't know how the hell you're supposed to kill that dragon a whole bunch of times to get its equipment, but that is just painful to have to sit through every single fucking time. I stopped playing it after the Elder Dragons got in and the game just started getting more and more difficult. And I'm a solo player too. So all it did was just make the game more and more annoying for me to have to sit through. Like, the beginning portions of that, I, did pretty good at. Till I got to, the Elder Dragons. I wish I could say the same with Elden Ring, but I only really stopped playing it because I have so much other shit to do. I didn't get to a point where I was stuck at a boss. I just killed every boss in Limgrave and just put the game down. Which is going to suck trying to get back into that because I don't really have the muscle memory for Elden Ring anymore. I mean, I played it. I killed every boss in Limgrave. I feel pretty satisfied with myself. If I were to play it again, like, outside of my own character, like, obviously I wouldn't do this like immediately, but I would probably do an Elden Ring playthrough in this, what do you call it, as Duke Nukem. An average all-around character who has basically basic bitch stats. He's probably going to be a whelp. I like the idea of Duke Nukem going into this world and just having like no clothes, just underwear and a clubs. And he's like, well, I'm going to just kick this guy's ass. I'm going to sneak next to him, and I'm going to murder him, take his shit, and then Duke Nukem dresses up as a knight. The only thing I wish I could get is sunglasses, but maybe if I can like get the game on PC, probably use my controller because that feels like a controller game rather than a keyboard and mouse game. I do that. I get mods that basically gives me sunglasses that I can wear. I even have sunglasses over the helmets. And we basically just build Duke Nukem. And there we go. Elden Ring, Nukem Edition. The Elden Ring is not real. And it's going to be so funny when Duke actually finds the Elden Ring. Yes, indeed. Duke's not even out there getting the Elden Ring. No, his main objective is just to kick gum and chew ass. And I'm all out of ass. Correction, I have a lot of ass, but all out of chewable asses. Because really, it probably would not be pleasant trying to chew the asses of all the enemies in that game. Yeah, Duke Nukem is definitely going to be an interesting playthrough in that series. Where we're basically going to try to use every weapon that we get and, just do whatever. No build, just play whatever. Average Duke. Duke dies, well, Duke dies. That's Duke's story over. New Duke gets put into place. Similar to Terraria, Nukem Edition. Granted, we haven't really had any deaths ever since the first episode. So that's good. It just means that if we can go through this without dying a whole bunch more, Duke Nukem can, have his graveyard set. It's going to be a small graveyard, but he'll have his graveyard set. And then we will be basically golden. All in all, it's going to be interesting if or whenever I do that series. I don't know when the hell I would do it, but the one good thing I could take out of this is at the very least, I can do most of Limgrave without too many issues. I just gotta make sure I don't go to Sicilian or the underground place. And we'll be golden. We just go about doing things only in Limgrave and then, boom. Yeah. Although, I will tell you this much for a fact, I don't think I'm going to be playing it like everybody else does. No items, no consumables, and whatnot. If I'm playing that game, I'm going to make sure that I have everything I need possible in order to make sure that we can at least progress. If I can't kill Margaret, I'll just kill a bunch more bosses in the Limgrave and see what I can do in terms of getting my hands on a bunch of shish. That's right, a bunch of shish. Shouldn't be too difficult. I just don't have too many information in the next area outside of freaking giant lobsters that shoot water. Those guys feel like they're going to be repetitive to have to kill. But we got a horse. So I don't know, we'll see. I haven't even played Ragnarok yet, but I have so much that needs to get done with. I need more time. I have more time, but I also don't want to waste this time. Issue, isn't it? I've given myself a lot to do to keep myself busy. So if there's like a drought of games, I don't have to worry about, oh, well, I have nothing to play, so what the hell am I supposed to do? But now that means that there's never going to be a drought of games because I'll never be able to get to game. And that's an issue. These are issues that I face as somebody who creates a bunch. How long have we been recording? Almost an hour. Jeez. Surprised I even had anything to talk about. That's the problem with our time. and most other series that doesn't involve me like playing a game. Any series that involves me like creating and whatnot, and like, you know, well, I guess Minecraft and Terraria is fine in that part. Those are game-like. This is different. I always like have a slow start, and I don't know what to talk about. And then I just end up, you know, being silent for a bit. Then once I get to the point where I, you know, get something to talk about, we have at least, I don't know, a good few minutes or like 10 minutes, maybe even 30 minutes to keep a conversation going. Thing is, stuff like Art Time and Game Crafters, they're different. I have way more time to do on those. We rarely go over 2 hours on any other gaming videos, with the exception of the most recent episode, or not the most recent, the next episode, I should say, of Plate Up ROTC Edition, where we do a franchise run. And I'm just going to say this, it was stressful. And I think the more you franchise, the higher the tier gets, because when I played the run, there's tiers on the side of the thing, which is interesting, which means that the more you franchise it, the more tiers you get. From the looks of it, you can keep on risking the run to get a high XP bout. But unless there's an infinite number of XP, then what's the point? I don't know what the max level of Plate Up is, though. That's the thing. I mean, I could just look it up recently, or look up now. Max level. Can somebody tell me? Can I get like a Reddit telling me how many there is? Is nobody saying just how many levels there are? Really? Seriously? I don't know why nobody's talking about it. I mean, when you get like everything unlocked, there's no point in leveling anymore, right? And what, level 15 is the max level in terms of unlocks? I think. Let me remember. Pie is level 7. Fish is 9. It's hot dogs, maybe? 11? 13 is breakfast, I think, and 15 is stir fry. Right. Right. So yeah, 15 levels. When you get to level 15, there's no other reason for you to, level up. Yet, of course. Until they update the game and add more food items, then yeah. My goal currently in that series is to get 5-star restaurants on every food item. And I don't know how that's going to work. The 5-star restaurants only count towards the main dish, obviously. Because I don't think there's any way you can start with, like, starters or desserts. I think it's always the main dish. Would be cool if you could, though. Would be cool if you can, like, start up a coffee restaurant or an Asgado restaurant, whatever the hell it's called. Basically just coffee and ice cream right off the bat, instead of having to franchise the run and do it that way. That would be cool. I would say, devs, if you're listening, which you're probably not, because why the hell would they watch an episode, or why would the hell would they watch a video of somebody drawing? They wouldn't even realize that I'm talking about their series here. Maybe if I say any other one. But I feel like that would be good. What if instead of like the main dishes, you had like the ability to do starters instead, and maybe have main dishes get added in later, or desserts? I know we're essentially running a restaurant, but what if we were a dessert place, and we only served the desserts? Like ice cream, or cake, or cherry pie, really. That would be cool. If there was a way you can, like, select the exact amount of things you want to run. Like, I don't know, maybe you get to a certain point in the game where the game's like, alright, you've done so much in this game, we're just going to give you the option to choose whatever you want to choose for this special run. Call it a custom run. Yeah, sure, why not? Run a custom run, which basically just allows you to pick whatever food cards you want to run for that run, and have it add in stuff as it goes by. Maybe, like, choose what kind of cards you want to have in that run, or you have it random. Like randomized cards or something. Like, I would like to run an ice cream restaurant, where all I gotta do is just serve ice cream. And basically whatever other dessert items that would get added into the system via cards. Essentially, basically whatever desserts you can get at the end of the game is what you would get. So basically just dessert card run, where it's only desserts and no sides, no starters, no main entree. Nothing like that. It's literally just desserts. Probably would. If I could remember, I'd probably even call the restaurant that, just desserts. Yeah, that would be good. I would like that. Played Up, devs, you're not listening to this, I'm sure, but if you do somehow manage to come across this video, whether it's in clips or whatever, make it happen, please. I would like the idea of being able to just have a dessert-only restaurant. It means that there would be no starter, or maybe there could be starters, but have the starters focus more towards what goes good with desserts. Or maybe just desserts only run. And have the dessert only run kind of like act like the salads or burgers and increase the amount of people you get coming in. I mean, obviously, you're going to get a lot more people coming into your restaurant if you have to, if you have only desserts. People will be like, ooh, desserts. And then they come over to your restaurant and only order desserts, because that's all you got. That's the only thing you've got. Oh yeah, that'd be cool too if we can make our, only soup run. So it's like soup, carrot soup, tomato soup. Well, however many other soups there are. I really would like that. I know I'm only like 6 episodes in currently, 7th coming this Thursday. But I hope I can gain enough influence in the Played Up, community one day to be like, I want this. I want the ability to have a dessert-only run. Like challenge runs or something. They are updating the game still. They updated it recently with the Rush Hour update. I don't know when I'm doing that, but I'll probably do that after I complete my current goal, which is get 5-star restaurants and everything. So maybe one day, once I get famous enough for Played Up devs to notice me and my requests, maybe they'll see it and be like, you know what? Yeah, sure. We'll add these challenge runs. Maybe they don't have to do exactly that, but I would like, I don't know, like, maybe cake and as like the main dish. I mean, yeah, they could add more main dishes, obviously. Although it's strange because you can get even more main dishes. It's just like most of the main dishes can only be gotten in certain runs. So maybe there is more that I just haven't like seen yet. Yeah, like all the steak stuff. Thin steak, thick steak, bone-in steak. You can't start those off immediately. Unless you franchise run, of course, but then that means you start off with a lot more stuff to have to attend with. And trust me, it gets complicated. Oh boy, does it get complicated. If you like that series and like to see us stress out, you're going to love that episode. Episode 7, folks. Those listening to this in the far, far future who are curious to see what that is, it's episode 7 of Played Up. Yeah, not gonna lie, that run was a nightmare. Anyways, yeah, I definitely would like to have the ability to have like an only dessert run or an only soup run. Call them challenge runs. And the challenge runs like give you certain cards, challenge runs give you a certain like stats to change up like some things, like you get more people, 15% or 30% more people. Or maybe, I don't know, Bigger groups. Well, there's already bigger groups. Yeah, bigger groups. That's, Let me tell you this right now. Bigger groups is terrible for those who have terrible, memories and paying attention skills. Give you a little hint of what to expect in episode 7. Oh boy. Thank the cats that the next one is going to be pie. That should be slightly easier and less stress-inducing. But hey, we can't have every run be easy and quick to get through. But I just hope that we don't have the community card thing. And ooh, that's gonna suck if we get another one of those. It's fine. It's fine. Oh yeah, we saw the shark fox girl in the most recent episode of My Hero Academia. God, I'm questioning if I should have Luna go after her, because Luna's kind of been focusing on the heroes at the moment. Maybe Luna kind of gets a little miffed that everybody just sees her as now a hero, and Luna's like, I am not the hero, I'm the villainess, and then she just goes after some random civilians. Maybe go after the mothers of Class 1A. That'd be funny. Luna would do that, wouldn't she? Anywho, yeah, she's adorable. And these motherfuckers over here being racist. You motherfucking racists over here. They're just towards this cute... She's freaking adorable. Are you saying she's a freak? She's adorable. What? You guys can't stand anyone different from you? You're in a freaking... That would be the case. Anybody who has, mutant abilities would be branded as a freak by... yeah, I guess technically, yeah, branded as a freak to those who see them as, the way they want to see it. It's basically just racism in a nutshell. There's no other way to explain it other than they're just being racist assholes. How could they do something so heinous to someone so adorable? I have a right of mine to kick you all in the nuts. I'd have a right of mine to have Kane Rajaningu kick you all in the nuts. Make a bonus episode of just Kane Rajaningu being tasked to not kill them, but kick them in the nuts. Or maybe he kicks them in the nuts so hard that he accidentally kills them. Nut shot. I mean, yeah, what if his main task is to kill them, but he kills them by kicking them in the nuts? Could be. Maybe not part of the main series, but just having a little bonus episode when... I mean, it's going to end at some point. From what I've read, apparently Season 7 is the last season of My Hero Academia, so when that ends, well, My Luna Academia will end as well. And I guess the only other thing left that we could do with there is just little slice of life moments of Luna doing things, as well as, I don't know. I could definitely have Luna kind of hang out with Ragdoll a bit. If you don't remember, or if you don't keep up with it because you don't like those kinds of drawings, Ragdoll, spoilers, was saved from losing her quirk. So how the hell is Shigaraki going to find Midoriya for that one scene? Well, something's going to happen. All I know is somehow the timeline's going to play out properly. Luna saved Ragdoll from getting her quirks just yanked right out of her. And she did her thing. And unlike most of the other heroes who despises Luna for this, Ragdoll enjoys it. Because I feel like she would be the kind of girl who enjoys it. Happy-go-lucky, optimistic. So yeah, sure, why not? With Mandalay being confused about it and Pixie Bob being completely and utterly disgusted about it, or angry about it. At the end of the day, Luna has a new friend. and one who actually does enjoy what Luna does. Really, in the end of the day, Luna's just garnering respect from some heroes, while also making them question why they respect her in the first place because of what she does. So yeah, I definitely could do some nice, wholesome drawings or just standalone drawings. What's stopping me from doing so? Outside of not having the ability to do it just yet because I have to get through these series first. It's a process, but it's a simple process. I don't even know where this thing is. I'll just try to locate it. There we go. I don't even think most of this needs to be shaded in that much. Like this one does. So yeah, anyways. What was I talking about? I forgot. Ah, yeah, right. Plate up stuff. They were talking about plate up. But I said everything I needed to say for it right now. So that's it for that. Yep. Anyways, I guess I probably could talk about this a little bit. This episode. Now that I have the... never mind. Hiccups. There we go. I don't know how, but I figured out a way to stop hiccups for me. Basically just have my chest go in or out and in, like I'm manually pumping my heart or something. It's like a soft restart. I don't know how else to explain it other than it's a soft restart. Anyways, so this episode of Nova Guardians, Safari Swivet, is a simple one. The entire recruit base goes to Lloyd over here. That's his name. I have given it his name. I feel like that's a good name. He is, I don't know how old he is, probably late 20s, early 30s. At least somewhere young enough to where, you know, looks young. He is also short. So he's he's small. Almost the same height as, actually I think exactly the same height as Tina. So this must be confusing, because every drawing you've seen of Tina, she looks cocky or done with things. I mean, I could show you some of the episodes that we've had before. Well, the first one, not really, because that's a different one. But you see Tina being cocky here. Right there, see? There she is, cocky. She looks completely out of character here, doesn't she? But there's a reason for it. Here she is, angry, cocky, getting ready to fight this thing with a new hammer. And there's her old hammer right there. And then there's episode 4. I forgot what album this was. Was it 50? It was 50, I think. Yep. Where she is uncaring because of these 3 over here, the legendary 3. And you've seen what these 2 done so far. You've read it, not seen it. And also, I've realized she comments design is a little bit all over the place. I haven't been keeping it consistent as much as I could. I'm trying now, but I'm going to draw these guys by themselves. There, cocky, getting ready to fight these guys. Well, not fight them. Well, yeah, spar match, but fight this thing and race to the base again, which was interesting. Basically just showing you episodes from long ago. And then there was this one, where she's actually showing something other than anger, but somewhat fear. So she does have more emotions than just anger, but that makes sense because this is a double S rank beast right here. See this double S rank beast? And then you can't even see her face here, but yeah, this one right over here. You can see her with her hammer, getting ready to fight. Everybody with their backs to the camera, she can't really see much. You can see some of it, but not all of it. There's Sarah right there. Lowest viewing episode for some reason. I guess Sarah is not as liked as most people, as I thought, or something, I don't know. So now we see her here. Another new emotion just dropped instead of just anger. What are we on right now? I think we're on the texture part now. So anyways, there's a reason for this. Tina goes to the safari, sees Lloyd first time, and she starts to develop a crush. And the crush goes even further. Well, not yet. She says, that's an interesting looking guy. But then he starts to show his knowledge about, plant life and creature on the planet that they live on. Which really just seems to hit, a certain string in Tina's, what do you call it? Oh, fuck. Also, I forgot I was planning on drawing her, I should back it off this menu so I don't accidentally screw up the thing. I was planning on drawing Tina's hammer, but I forgot to put it in. Where was the most recent one that we have of her hammer showing? Not here, it would have to be episode 5. Yeah, there it is. Okay, yeah, that's easy enough. Let me save this swatch real quick. Where was it again? Yeah, Safari Sanctuary. Let me open up Tina's thing real quick. Tina. And I'm just getting this done and out of the way with before I forget. Because I'm going to forget, and I don't want to forget. I'm going to draw this somewhere else so I don't have to worry about the stuff getting in my way. Real quick. Anyways, yeah. Lloyd shows his knowledge of the plant life. And which, for some reason, Tina is attracted towards. Basically, almost the same height as her. Only difference is, he's too old for her. If you don't remember, Tina is only 15 years old. So, this is only a teenage crush. I gotta try to remember this, but I have plans for Lloyd in another episode, where basically it confirms that he is already married, and to shove the knife further into Tina's little heart, he's married to an older woman. So, he's more attracted towards older women than somebody who's younger than him. So that means Tina can't just wait until she's 18 and, shoot her shot. Nope. She can't shoot her shot at all. Because there is no shot to be shot. You think, oh, maybe I'll get a chance once, maybe this relationship won't last. Kind of deal, But that's not going to work here. Because, first of all, he's more into older women. So sorry, Tina. I'm just giving her this crush that she's never going to get the ability to pursue. Just breaking her little heart. But it makes sense. It's a teenage crush. Is this the right color? I have no idea. That is the right color. It's just the colors there look a little bit different. It's just a teenage crush. And those usually never stick. So I guess it's a good way to show you that sure you might have a crush on this person who you have a lot of interest in. The only issue is they don't have that same feeling. They only see you as, a neat person to hang out with, a cool friend. Which is a shame for Tina. But this ain't a doujin. This ain't a hentai. This is not like Adventurous Ami. Only with Adventurous Ami, the characters there are of age. Nope, this is an action series. It's heavily prevalent with the freaking creature that they're going to be fighting at some point. There's the hammer. No time for romance, even though there is tiny bits of it. It's just, that's not the main focus of the series, obviously. We show little bits of it, maybe to incite some fan art. Not for this one, obviously. Don't do that. If you're going to do anything, wholesome ones of Tina and Judas doing wholesome things, I guess. I don't know. Or if you want to do something mature, do stuff with Yasashi. Sure, she might be flat, but at least she's legal. Sorry, Yasashi. But, yeah. I just figured it'd be a good idea to flesh out Tina's character a little bit. Last episode, we kind of fleshed out these three characters, kind of. We have a little bit more information on Tina. Shikama, I don't recall. That might have been episode 6 that we had some information. Yeah, episode. You didn't say, yeah. Regardless, Shikama over here is still, like, he still has some stuff going on. You've seen him, like, eavesdropping on Kihana and Vanessa. And now, alongside that, we have Darwin saying that there's some spy or some shit. And so far, Kihana seeming a little suspicious with his spying activities. That's all I'm going to say about that situation. It's a hint that was dropped that probably not many people saw because they didn't really read the episode. Which kind of sucks because I was most proud of that episode. That episode was my most favorite. Watch, this episode is probably going to get like 3 times the amount of views as episode 7 because they see Tina being completely different and acting all cutesy and whatnot. What the hell's wrong, y'all guys? I guess, yeah, it's a fictional character and all that stuff, but that's not a good enough excuse. People gravitate more towards the younger characters for some reason. I don't know why. Not sure why. I mean, Vanessa, Arya's like the actual female Orochimaru. I'm about to show you the first episode, is what you call it. Look at her. Look at her right here. She's more, she was more inspired off of JoJo's Bizarre Adventure. But she's like the female Orochimaru. There's another one that I did long ago of her. If I can even remember what album it was, because it was such a long time ago. It started with the letter N. God damn it, I got a freaking itch right here, in this area. Right on the top, that won't fucking go away. Okay, it's after here, because High Alert is there. Where is it? Nurse Arya, where is it? I might have passed it, because I'm looking for N, not A, you idiot. I did not pass it, that's fine. This is the only instance that I have shown of Arya outside of those 2 drawings. What the? Where the hell is it? 34? Ah, there it is. Yeah, see? Although this is an older drawing, so this isn't exactly like the most, up-to-date version of her. That's what she looked like. Her first appearance. And I think that was the time where I was still trying to work on, like, anatomy. I feel like I've gotten better with it, but there's still some things that I'm like, could this be better? And kind of, that kind of stuff. So, yeah. But, yeah, there's Nurse Arya. A very interesting character, but she doesn't really have too much of a purpose outside of, like, the side character to Vanessa and Kihana's, like, side stories. It's interesting because the entirety of Nova Guardian started with Vanessa getting her navel tongued by the slime tongue. That's the wrong album, you fool. This thing right here. That creature. And that's Arya, or Vanessa. Vanessa right here, because I somehow, for some reason, get her name mixed up with Veronica or Vanessa. Annoying, right? It started with those 3 first. Kihana wasn't even a part of it. I know I've spelled his name as Kihana, but I usually say it fast enough to Kihana. Kihana. You say it where the A is somewhat silent, but not really fully. So, anyways, yeah. It started with them. And it continued with these 4, which is fine. I like Tina, she's a cool character. Shikama is even better. Yashashi is also an interesting character, unique. And John's also interesting. I could have probably done something different with his design, though. I don't know. I could have done something different with this design, but I'm not entirely too sure what I could have done. Yeah, still though, he's pretty cool looking regardless. I don't know who would be my most favorite character in this universe so far, though. I would say Tina probably is my most favorite character because there's a lot more complexity to her that we see at the moment. Yashashi had her moment in the previous episode, not most recent, because this is the most recent, technically speaking. But Shikama has some mysteriousness to him. We know these two have a background. His brother and her sister died in the slime tongue attack on the base, and currently they think they might still be alive, but, well, Vanessa saw Mikey's corpse laying face down in the pile of other recruits. And she also saw Fu got her internal organs get ripped out by the slime tongue. As far as everybody here is concerned, those two are dead. Or as far as Vanessa is concerned, I mean, that's what I meant to say. Those two is dead. But as for everybody else, they might still be alive, but they don't know. Where'd the bones go? Are we going to find the bones at some point? Who knows? This is a plot point that's going to go on for a little bit, but there will be an answer at some point. I won't say what the answer is just yet. Don't want to spoil it for y'all who are actually interested in this series. But right now, at the moment, we have their backstory because they joined after hearing what happened to their siblings. We know more about why John joined. It's because him and Mikey looked up to the Legendary Three and the Nova Guardians as a whole. Of course, then John came across Sara and Abden, in that mansion, and now his resolve is shaken. But Yasashi brought him back with an inspirational speech. A rare thing to see from Yasashi. A girl who doesn't have as much screen time. I mean, she does have some, but half the times it feels like these three are the ones that are mostly talking, with Tina being the most talkative. And John. And Shikama talking when he needs to talk. It's good to have series this long, because I can give these characters more speaking roles. The only thing is, Yasashi doesn't have too many speaking roles. But yeah, anyways, back to what I was saying, with Yasashi's backstory coming into play with, clans and whatnot, and her sister, Fu. Obviously, there is reasons for these two to join. And with Tina, we kind of get some hints and clues as to her reason for joining. We have two major hints. We've got more revealed with Tina than we have with everybody else. Well, not really. I mean, I guess Tina has more complex backstory to her. Right now with John, we know that he looked up to the Legendary Three, alongside him and Mikey. Alongside that, his family has a very strange, unique technique where they're able to stop their heart from beating. For a short amount of time, obviously, because they can't do it indefinitely. With Yasashi, she definitely has some interesting abilities. Both Yasashi and Shikama being a part of some clan. We don't know much about their clans just yet. We might get to that. We'll see. Don't know just yet. Basically, I'm making most of these episodes as I go along. Which it works perfectly, because I kind of have an idea on how I want the series to go. And how I want the direction to go for these characters. So basically, most of the episodes that I have in mind will be filler alongside canon. Hard to really explain it without people being like, ugh, filler. But most of these aren't really that much in the way of filler. I mean, yeah, technically speaking, episode 6 introduced double S rank and triple S ranks, and we also get to see Kihana in action for finally 6 episodes in. Oh, wait a minute. Episode 7, not really a filler either, because the group is fighting against Sara. And we get a little bit more hints of the Tina's backstory. Because when Tina joined, she didn't really have too much backstory. When she joined, we just saw her as this, like, pretentious, lazy brat. But, truth be told, she's actually quite smart. Book smart, street smart. She's not as dumb as she acts. She's not really a delinquent. But there are some issues in her life currently that we have little hints of. We don't know too much about it just yet, but there is hints. It's clear in this episode that past her rude and brutish exterior, Tina is actually a sweetheart. Whatever happened to her mother that Sara mentioned in the 7th episode, well, let's just say it definitely did kind of change her character up a bit. This is the first time I think we get to actually see what Tina would be like if the events that occurred didn't occur. And again, it's kind of spoilers for what's going to occur, but you'll find out what happens in episode 12, I believe. Oh, the cat's awoken. The cat was in mid-yawn. She was just like... That was funny. That's funny. If only I was taking a video of that facing it at the cat, but I didn't, and I couldn't because it was so instantaneous. Right, Cadillac. So yeah. Man, we're getting close to done with this. I think there's more that I want to do, but I'm not entirely too sure just yet. I want to get this more textured in. I wonder how people are going to react to Tina acting like this. And you can clearly see that they're still banged up. Like, I can't really see the band-aids as much. I'm gonna make their band-aids a bit, or at least his band-aids a bit darker. The band-aids really should not be that blended in. I mean, if you were to have band-aids, would you want to have them be blending in a bit more so it looks like, you know, something's there, instead of making it look like something is not there, but it looks like something is there? Shikama has much brighter, paler skin than these two. You have a little bit more skin tone, and you're dark skin. So obviously, with Shikama's pale skin, band-aids are going to blend in. Yeah, you two are a bit more... you have a little bit more skin tone than Shikama does. Shikama's pretty pale. Anyways, yeah, I was talking about the backstories. So we kind of have a general idea of these three's backstories. Hints of hers, little bits of her, some of his. But we don't know much about Shikama yet. Shikama's the missing link. The one who has, like, no backstory just yet. For good reason, too. I want Shikama to be a mysterious character. We'll get to learn a little bit more about him in later episodes, but for now, we just see him as is. Every character has their reasons and has their purpose. Okay, I don't think there's anything more I can do here. Most of what I need to do is going to consist of the fog going on to this creature here. But first things first, I gotta do shadows. So, yeah. Despite the fact that we technically don't have too much stuff planned out, I know the direction I need to go in. And that's all that matters. You just need to know the direction that you want to take your series in. And you need to know how, like, the endpoints are going to go. And certain plot points as well. Like, I know what I want for the end plot point, and then something to occur towards the end. I know that. I know some middle portions that I want. But the other episodes that don't have, like, any major, like, canon instances, like this one. Although this one more so just sets up, like, certain sets of groups, kind of. Yeah, those are the ones that I like gonna have to try to figure out what to put in there as like quote unquote filler, in order to allow me to get to the parts that I feel like need to occur in this particular episode number at this point. And that's the idea. And I'd say I have a good idea for both that and Elementals Reborn. Although Elementals Reborn is basically meant to be like the fantasy version of Cowboy Bebop, as well as Roscoe Morgan, Legendary Gunslinger, once that occurs, but more Western fantasy than anything else. Like actual cowboys, as opposed to space cowboys. I mean, yeah, I guess episodic series is not... Cowboy Bebop isn't exactly the only episodic series there is, but that's the only one I can think of that has like a major plot point that occurs alongside a bunch of quote-unquote filler. Because it's not filler, it's episodic. That and Rick and Morty are really the only ones I can remember, or I can think of, I mean, that is essentially episodic, but has some canon, like, storylines being told in it. Although, Cowboy Bebop only really had, like, one canon storyline to follow, while, Rick and Morty had at least a few, I think. One of which was with Evil Morty, and the other one is now with, that new Rick guy. Rick Prime was his name? I can't remember. I'm curious how they're going to do about that because of what's been going on with Justin Roiland. I don't know, it doesn't seem like anything massive is going to happen. It's just the voice actors probably going to change. They should try to find a voice actor that can replicate the voices that he does perfectly. If they want to, like, at least try to make it feel like nothing occurred. They should. They should at least try to do that. Because otherwise, it's probably going to be a strange juxtapositions when their voices change. Especially since it's like, 7 seasons or 8 that we're going to be going on soon, maybe? No clue. No idea. But, yeah, like, as I've said, episodics. Those are the only ones that I can really think of right now. Most of the shows I've watched usually have, like, something happening in, like, plot-wise, the background. Then they have some callbacks. I guess another one would be Seinfeld, but I'm more so talking about animated stuff. And last I checked, Seinfeld isn't animated. And no, we're not counting that, Nothing Forever thing that, I don't even know if that's still going on. Is that still going on? I'm gonna check real quick. Nothing Forever. Is that still going on? The hell you mean 2 seasons? What? Is that still going on? What the... why the hell am I getting an ad? Oh, there's Danny DeVito next to a foot-long sub. Now he grabbed the half of the foot-long sub and is listening to it. I don't know what the hell's going on here. There's no indication that this ad is ending. Oh, I'll just let that play out while I do this. Man, that ad is still going. That ad is still going. What the fuck is this? This is not what I was looking for. Watch me forever. Oh. That's weird. There's like a... This feels very strange. I feel like this is cursed what I'm looking at. This feels cursed. I don't know why this feels cursed. It's like scrolling... you know how you scroll through the channels and the thing, you get like the information in all the channels? It's basically that, but I think it's just randomly generating like what's on tonight in this strange universe of white snow and nothingness. I don't know. That feels cursed. I have to imagine it's inherently silent. I had to sit through a frickin' Subway ad just to be able to get that? Eesh. I have no idea. Not really too thrilled about AI stuff. There's a few bads with it that are going to heavily outweigh some of the good, which sucks. It sucks more so because the AI stuff is just kind of going down the route that you really don't want it to go down. AI is essentially taking our hobbies, I guess, is the best way for me to describe it. And that's what I don't like about it. It's trying to take over art, music. They're even trying to take over making a freaking infinite show. Issue is, things need to have some form of soul to them. Am I right? Reasons behind it. If you don't have any soul put into it, then it's just soulless. Like, yeah, sure. I guess an AI could probably make a Novagarian episode thumbnail pretty easily. Although the only issue there would be there's no consistency in the design. It'll do what I've been doing with Shikama. Although Shikama's getting more of a purple look, as opposed to a dull purple look. Honestly, I feel like the purple look kind of matches him perfectly. Now that I think about it, most of them have like purples and blues to them. Tina's really the only character out of the three that has like a massively different like color scheme palette. And it makes sense because originally they thought they were going to be a three-person group. Three-person group of like, everybody wearing dark purple and blue clothing. I mean, granted, you do have like some browns and some light gray-blue color to you. With the backpack, belt, and the torso. But other than that, you still kind of keep with the blue and purple. Well, you're more so like dark purple and blue, dark, dull purple. Yeah, that's the word. And Shikama's more of a dark purple. Actually, yeah, I do kind of like that. Actually, Shikama's a mixture of like black and purple. You're more so black and gray, dark gray. Not black, but dark gray. Yeah, I don't know, it's hard to say. They do have like an interesting design to them. Whoops. And alongside, okay, you weren't scrolling for some reason. Alongside Novagarian, Elemental's Reborn. Elemental's Reborn definitely does have like a very unique setup of characters there. With Gwyneth and her outfit, and then Ariella and her outfit. Genthru with his golden armor, and Damadora with his... I don't know what the hell Damadora is really sporting. Half-naked look, with Goku-looking pants. Well, the orange part is Goku-looking pants. It's the orbs and the red straps that make it completely different from Goku's pants. They definitely do have, like, I mean, if you remember the 4th episode of Elemental's Reborn, which I think is, 52, album 52, you can see how different their outfits are. Blue, gold, and white, blue and white, golden, red, gold, and white. They definitely do have a unique design to them. Not to say that these three don't have a unique design, it's just they share similar color palettes. I guess technically, yeah, Gwyneth and Ariella are closely resembling color palettes, except, Gwyneth has more gold than Ariella. And there's Damadora. Actually, Damadora is a little bit more unique. And then Genthru's a golden armor. Now, either way, my point still stands. We've got interesting sets of characters. And we're going to have even more characters for that Mock Brain Horror series, alongside Lustful Horrors. Granted, in Lustful Horrors, we might not see most of those characters again, to try not to spoil too much of what's set there. Yeah, I feel like having some greens and some blues is going to look cool. Oh, but why does green look so much more darker? That doesn't make any sense. Let me see a lighter green. What the hell, man? Why does green look not good? Okay, well that's hidden. Of course that's not going to work. Let me back out of this for a second. Wait a minute. Okay, just need to make sure I got that color. I don't know why. I'm not sure why. Maybe no green. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see what occurs. Maybe I'll get some more blues in there, actually. What does this look like? Oh, wait, no, the other green. Nah, I can get a blue in here, maybe. Or a bluer blue. A bluer blue? Now, let's see a light blue. There we go. Yeah, most of this is going to have to be given a brighter color. I want this guy to look like he's more shrouded in the fog. That's why I'm putting a lot of fog in front of him. Only thing is, I want to make sure that the upper area isn't too shrouded in the fogs. The foghorn leghorn, so to speak. The hell am I talking about? I don't know. I just don't know. Whoops. Can I get a darker? Yeah, but if we're going to be doing a darker, then allow me to demonstrate with a brush instead. I could try a couple of darker ones. Darker blue, darker green. I feel like darker teal works better. Okay, alright. Now let's get some lighting in. How long has this taken us so far? Almost 2 hours. I kind of expected that. In all honesty, it seemed reasonable enough to think that this would take a couple of hours for the background, coloring, shading, and texturing. I do miss the old days of just being able to draw and not have to worry about making videos. Not to say that I don't have fun talking about this kind of stuff. It's just there's a certain niche to just watching a video while I draw something. And just having something on in the background while I do stuff. Draw in the dark, essentially, while I watch something on my phone. I got an episode of Distractable I haven't watched yet. Friday's Distractable. That's primarily because A, I had to record a bunch of videos for YouTube, for my own YouTube channel. That is just as important. Even though I'm not getting a lot of views, it is still just as important to show that I am at least nothing but consistent and persistent. And I'm pretty sure Markiplier would forgive me for that, because, you know, he's the kind of person who wants to encourage people to create. And, yeah. Don't worry, I will get to it soon. I will get to it. But it's most likely going to occur while I'm drawing mature drawings. Or when I need to do a complex drawing that's safe for work, and I don't want to do several parts of it. And then there was also, of course, tonight with the tiger drawing, finishing up a little bit of the coloring and shading of these three, because I got these three in this done with, but I didn't get the others. Then I did the outline for the gun, and then did the video. And then drew the background of this while I watched more videos. Internet Today, I think. Ooh, wait, that's a little bit too much flare. Then I watched a little bit of Charlie talking to Sneeko, or Sneezo, or whatever the fuck his name is. YouTube, show me. Yeah, Sneeko. Weird conversational topics there that they talked about. You ever heard of a terrible creation known as cuties? Yeah, I can understand the message that they're trying to get across. But they fumbled that message so hard that they just kind of backfired and got a lot of flack for it. I don't know what they could have done to, show that right, to get their message across good or whatever. Like, I have a hard time talking myself too sometimes. But, if you can't get the message out and make it, good and not offensive for everybody, then don't try at... No, can't just say don't try at all, because if you don't try at all, then, well, nothing's gonna get fixed. But if you do try and you make things worse, then should you keep trying, or should you just say, fuck it, I've tried, I will not try anymore? I call this dust, call this clouds. I don't really have much of a message to talk about in these series. It's just fun, dumb fun, basically. I don't know what this creature's called. I just called it a lizard creature for now. Just looking at the name here. But I don't have a name for it fully. I mean, I guess Nova Guardian started off as a way to show off the corruptness of companies. Actually, yeah, technically speaking, frickin' job I work at inspired me to make a series like this. It started off with basically, everybody getting killed off in the base, and then the corporation trying to use somebody who was forced off of the base as a scapegoat. Of all the things, somebody who could have probably ganked the slime tongue without too many issue was forced off the base because something with scheduling. A sudden change in scheduling. And now, because of that, Kiahana and Vanessa run the recruit base because Commander Garter got gonked. Rest in peace. They run it with Nurse Arya alongside these 3 new commanders. And in the end, it's for the best. Because they have somebody there who will actively try to fight for the recruits to have, everything they need for everything they desire. Essentially speaking, the entirety of Nova Guardians started because I don't like my job. That's really all it is to it. It's not... The only issue I have with the job was, at the time, the rampant amount of overtime. So far, the overtime has been non-existent, and I hope it stays like that, because I want all the time I can get to create. I really do kind of need all the time I can get to create. Because the more time I can get, the closer I'll be able to get to doing this stuff for a living. Yeah, I was going to say as a living, but... What does this creature look like it's doing? No clue. Is it flying? Is it lunging? The creature's just there. Doing its thing. It's flying in the air. It's lunging at them. I mean, yeah, if you want to think of it as it lunging at the group, that's what it's doing. It's an S-rank creature. Not double S or triple S, but it's still an S-rank creature. Of a giant size. So, I'd imagine that it would have the ability to lunge itself. Just imagine, here you are, it's like Dark Souls, here you are with the... Oh, hold on. I got an idea. Here you are, walking over here, and here comes a creature lunging at you, so it's like... It's a giant lizard. That's what it is. And it will completely annihilate you with its claws and tails. Is it this big? Probably not, but, you know, I like the idea of having an exaggerated look. Just like what I did in the, no, not that one. Light blue area. Just like what I did with the first episode of Nova Guardians. Because, quite obviously, this isn't a scene that actually happens. It's just, you know, I guess also the same with the second episode. Third episode kind of has some scenes. Fourth episode also has some scenes. Fifth episode shows bits and pieces of a scene, but not fully. Sixth episode shows us 2 scenes. And the 7th episode, shows a scene and 2 other things. Best way I can really describe it. I guess this is also kind of showing a scene as well, but also this thing. I need like a good balance, and I'd say this is a good balance. Yeah, look at that. A nice bright sky. Now, obviously, you can see by these 3 faces here that this is a side of Tina that they didn't even know existed. And they're dumbfounded, confused, baffled. Yeah. I mean, obviously, if you met somebody like Tina, you would think that they were always crude and crass, right? Okay, now that I think about it, this teal color looks a bit too dark, so I'm gonna get a much lighter teal color in. But yeah, if you were in these guys' shoes, you'd probably be looking at Tina with the same expression, wondering if this is even the same person. Which, yeah, it makes sense. Tina isn't like this. You're around Tina long enough and you see that she's crude and brutish. But here she's acting like an actual teenager. The first time you actually get to see somebody act their age. In an anime. Yep, yes sirree. Although, I guess if you have issues in certain instances, then a good chance you might have some maturity coming along your way. Wait, not yellow area. Or not pink area, yellow area. But I do like the yellow area. I meant to do pink, but I screwed it up. But it's fine, because the yellow does look good. Yeah, let's have like a little like nice bright colors around here. Just cover most of their faces here. What else do I want? A light green area. I want to get some greens in here as well, but I don't know if I can. That's too green. Too green! That might work. It might be too bright as well. How about this? Green is teal. Shows a little bit of the background as a bit more greenish. Try not to go too close around the creature's face. I will have a light yellow glow. 50 overlay. And this one as well I'll probably use to basically have the creature's eyes glowing. 50 might be a bit too much. 30. Now be careful with this one. Don't want to be too giant. There we go. And I could probably put one more in, so I'll do a light purple area, maybe for the sky. Depends on what light purple area do I want. Do I want this one? Or do I want this one? I do want that area down there to be a little bit more greener, so that works. Nah. Although there could be something I could do with this creature here. Hold on, let me think. Let me try a blue area real quick. Basic blue. Maybe a little darker. See if that works. Nah, it's too much. I think this is fine. Let's convert this to sepia now. And now, we finish the drawing up. Now the real question is, what color do we want to go for here? That color is barely noticeable. How about that's pink, right? No, that's light blue. Pink. That was purple. That one's pink. I could probably have pink here. Maybe some light teal? It's too teal. We could do that. So we could have... Wait, no. Well, lighter blue? That might be too bright. See, I don't know if you guys can see the same thing that I'm seeing, but I think my computer monitor is a little bit more darker for some reason. I mean, that's been a problem that I've had with this for a while. That's good. So I think some drawings come out too bright sometimes because I try to, like, at least make it look more vivid and bright-like. Which is fine, I guess, for the most part. I think that's all there really is to that. Okay, good, great. Unless I want to put something up here. Or, like, I don't know, one of these here. No. Are these here? Yeah, I guess. Nah. Too dark. I think this is fine. A nice, even blend of everything I need to have here. And that, I think, is everything. We've been at this for over 2 hours, but that's fine. Alright, there we go. Not too bad. I thought I was going to have this one be much more larger, because I was thinking about maybe having all the characters be shown here from, you know, the first, the 3 groups here, but I've decided I'm probably going to put those in the next 3 episodes revolving around them. I think that's a good idea, right? Considering the fact that, well, I need to have some episodes in between the important ones that will be coming up soon. So yeah, I could do that. Show the 4 here, and then show this guy here. And the new commander. Anyways, there you go, folks. With effects, without effects. With effects, without effects. Completely different, and also completely different from the last 2 episodes, which consisted of, you know, 2 cut-ups, or, well, one with 2 cut-up scenes, and another one with 3 cut-up scenes. So yeah, there we go. Anyways, that's all for today's episode, folks. So with that being said, thank you all for watching today's episode of Art Time. If you enjoyed it, please leave a like, subscribe for more, check out that there playlist, and of course, a previous episode of Art Time over here, and since it'll be coming out on a Sunday, most recent episode of Terraria, Noob Edition, again. Anyways, thank you all for watching, and I will see you all in the next episode. Later.